You like this look? I call it Make It Surge Tonkian, but glam. If you've never seen the System of a Down music video for Sugar, you think I look like a lunatic right now. And if you do know the music video, you think I look like a lunatic right now, and his name is Surge Tonkian. Y'all, please be nice to the triangle on my forehead. He's trying his best, okay?
Thank you.
Why are we here today, folks? Why are you here today? Why am I like this? Why am I wearing this shirt? What is going on? What is happening? Today, I decided to listen to every single System of a Down song and put it in a tier list just for you. Yes, you. I didn't do it just because I wanted to, and I love System of a Down and they're my favorite band, and I just wanted an excuse to listen to all of their music. That's right, folks. I listened to all 5 albums of System of a Down, which is their self-titled Toxicity, Steal This Album, Mezmerize, and Hypnotize. For each tier, S, A, B, C, D, and F, I assigned numerical scores. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I put them on every single song. We're also going to see if you and I have similar opinions on System of a Down songs. Let me make that disclaimer right now. These are my opinions, okay? I have a trash taste in music. I am not secretive about that, okay? So, I scored these System of a Down songs based on jammability. How much do I move and groove when this song is on? How much do I bang my head as I listen to it? Political relevance. How much does this song impact the political topic that they are talking about? How much insight do they give me? The fifis. How much does it make me feel? How much does it make me feel angry? How much does it make me feel sad? How much does it make me laugh? Skippability. If I feel the urge to skip this song, that will impact its score. If I tend to never skip this song, that is a good sign. Also, just to give you a better idea of how I organize these tiers, I will tell you each of the casual names that I gave them in order to make sure that I was staying within the same relative scoring range of each song. For the F tier, I consider this always skippable. I never tend to listen to it, and I only really know it just in passing. D. A D song is I just have to be in the mood for it in order to like it. Doesn't mean it's a bad song, just means I'm not always in the mood for it. C. I would jam to this with my other System of a Down friends that are fans of the music. Maybe not necessarily if I was alone, but I have a good time doing a jam session with them listening to this song. B. Overall, solid song. I listen to it a lot. A tier. I would be willing to recommend this to a non-nu metal System of a Down fan because it's just that good. And then S is
legendary.
Meaning that I feel like it's going to surpass the genre and surpass the political era in which these songs were published. Okay, this first album, if you're just a casual System fan, the only songs you'll probably really recognize from this album are Sugar and Spiders. Sweet Pea, B. No, B. Sugar, A. Suggestions, C. Spiders, C. D Devil, D. Soil, D. War, question mark, B. Mind, F. Peephole, D. Kubert, C. Darts, D. Pluck, B. Okay, so let me explain myself. I love the song Sugar. I love it musically, I love it lyrically, I like that it has just 3 separate sections to it. I love the ending. I feel like the whole song makes the ending worth it. And I feel like what it talks about is important, so that's why I gave it an A. I know a lot of you guys like Spiders, so you're probably upset that I gave it a C. Personally, I just find it kind of slow, not a very memorable song. Not that slow songs are bad, but I just don't jam to this one that well, and the lyrics don't pop out to me, and I'm sorry I put a System song in the F tier. I swear Mind is the only song that ends up in the skippable tier. I just don't enjoy listening to it. I don't find it lyrically satisfying. I just find it overall very skippable. Overall, out of 13 songs, Their self-titled album got a score of 44 points. One of my favorite albums of all time, Toxicity. Let's go through these real quick, boys. Prison Song, B. Needles, B. Deer Dance, B. Jet Pilot, C. X, D. Chop Suey, B. Bounce, C. Forest, C. Atwa, A. Science, B. Shimmy, B. Toxicity, S. Psycho, C. Aerials, B. Arto. I got an honorable mention for B. I know that Arto in the original album was considered a bonus track, and now when you can stream it, it is its own track. I don't typically listen to it, but out of respect, I put it in D, even though, like, some people would argue it's a part of Aerials. Yes, I would argue that Toxicity is a legendary song. I think that when a lot of rock fans in general think of System of a Down, they're thinking of Chop Suey, and they're thinking of Toxicity. And I think Toxicity overall is just a good crash course song to demonstrate the type of music and themes that System of a Down explores. I think musically it's very good. I think it's very jammable, and the lyrics are politically relevant. I rarely skip this song. Once again, I know y'all gonna be mad that Chop Suey ain't an A, but this list is for me and my music taste, and I say Chop Suey is a B. I do listen to Chop Suey, and I do enjoy it, but I don't think it's up there with Sugar or Toxicity, or even Atwa. I love Atwa. Musically, that it's like 2 or 3 different kinds of musical licks within the song, its own musical parts. I like the messaging. I know that the lyrics are considered problematic due to their source, Charles Manson, but I think the overall message is interesting, and I think the song overall is very enjoyable, so I think it's up there in the ranks of Sugar. Overall, Toxicity got a score of 55. Yeah, definitely higher than the self-titled. I think that makes sense. Now on to album number 3 of 5, Steal This Album. Here we go, let's do this thing. Chicken Stew, C. Intervision, C. Bubbles, B. Boom, D. New Guns, D. ADD, B. Mr. Jack, A. IEAIAIO, B. 36C. Pictures, C. Highway Song, B. Fuck the System, B. Ego Brain, D. Theta Wave, C. Roulette, B. Steamline, B. I have to be upfront about this. I love this album. I have just personally over-listened to it, and now a lot of the songs are stale. I really tried to take that into account when scoring. I have just listened the fuck out of this album. So many songs that I have jammed to hundreds of times and just can't anymore. But, like, songs like Fuck the System and ADD will never get old to me. Fucking love those songs. However, I did put Mr. Jack in A, and here is why. Mr. Jack's themes, I think, are very politically relevant. I think musically it's very interesting. It's not boring. And I rarely skip it. And I have even shown this song to friends who are not System fans or not even into nu metal, just because I thought it was that important. So I think it goes up there in the honorable mentions of A. Steal This Album score is overall a 54. Now, it's hard to compare to the self-title and Toxicity directly because there are just more tracks on Steal This Album in comparison to the 13 on the first 2 albums. Alright, we are almost there. Mezmerize. We have the Soldier Side intro. I just lumped Soldier Side and the intro together into one song, and that got an A. BYOB, A. Revenja, C. Cigarro, B. Radio Video, C. This Cocaine Makes Me Feel Like I'm on This Song, C. Violent Pornography, B. Question, A. Sad Statue, B. Old School Hollywood, B. Lost in Hollywood, B. It was so hard not to be biased towards these because I just got into Mezmerize and Hypnotize pretty recently in my System of a Down fandom career. I held off on it for a while because I was aware that Serj Tankian, the lead singer, had a tough time enjoying the creative process of making these albums, and just out of respect to him, I was like, I don't know, it's not gonna be fun knowing that he recorded these not having a time, but God, they really knocked this one out of the park. Darren did such a good job on the vocals on a lot of these songs. I love it. I do. I think Soldier Side having an A score is pretty self-explanatory. The theme of the song is just it's so touching, especially when you take into account the era that it was released, which was in the beginning of all of the Iraq-Afghanistan stuff in the early 2000s. BYOB, same thing. That's why it's in the A tier for me. Just politically, it's important, I think, still even to this day. And I have a video about that. It was my first video, so I apologize for the quality. But a lot of the things that I say in it, I still agree with. Question is just one of my favorite songs of all time, so I'm sorry. Had to be biased and put in an A. And then a lot of the songs that I gave a B to wasn't because that they're not good or something. I would have put a lot of these songs in A if it was like solely up to my tastes, but I tried not to be biased. I tried to stick with the criteria I put, and I kept them in B. I love... Why is the light doing this? I love Old School Hollywood, Sad Statue, Lost in Hollywood, Cigarro. You can ask my boyfriend. I listen to them all the time. Overall score for Mezmerize is 44. That's out of 11 tracks. So take that into account.
Old school Hollywood, washed up Hollywood.
And finally, the fifth and final album that System has released, Hypnotize. Attack, C. Dreaming, C. Kill Rock and Roll, B. Hypnotize, A. Stealing Society, C. Tentative, C. Ufig, B. Holy Mountains, B. Vicinity of Obscenity, B. She's Like Heroin, B. And Lonely Day, B. And I've already talked about Soldier Side, but that was in the A tier. Overall, Hypnotize has a score of 46. And that's out of 12 tracks. I think Hypnotize, I don't listen to it very often, just due to the nature of the sensitivity of the topic in the song, but it was very close to an S tier for me. Once again, I try not to be biased and just put it in S because for the heck of it, but it is an A tier song to me. Once again, there's so many songs on here that I listen to all the time. Vicinity of Obscenity, Kill Rock and Roll, She's Like Heroin, Lonely Day. I should say for Soldier Side is another song I don't listen to all that often, just due to the nature of what it's about. It's a really sad song, but it's important. Honorable mentions: Metro, B. Snowblind, B. And the moment we've all been waiting for. Yes, it is time to rank their two newest singles. We've got Protect the Land and Genocidal Humanoids. Oh, God. I love these songs. I love these music videos. Oh, my goodness gracious. I wish I could put Genocidal Humanoids in A. Why won't I? Because, once again, I don't want to be biased. I love this song. I listen to it on repeat all the time, girl. I do. But I think that... would I show it to someone who's not into nu metal or System? No. Do I listen to it a lot? Yes. So, B. But Protect the Land is going next to Toxicity in the S rank. Yes. Yeah, I think Protect the Land, just with its background and its social influence, I think deserves a place in the legendary tier alongside Toxicity. Protect the Land, I think, just overall encompasses exactly what System of a Down is about, and bringing awareness to an important issue to genocide, especially of their own culture and people, using their music to bring awareness to something as serious as a genocide that's happening in 2021. That is the essence of System of a Down. So it has to go in the legendary tier. Not only that, but it's just a good song. Not very skippable because it's great, and lyrically, it's an anthem.
They protect the land. They protect the land.
I'm sorry the final graphic looks so janky. I use Canva and I edit on my phone, so just bear with it, please. Thank you. I don't think I missed any System songs. If I did, I'm a fake fan. Just call me straight up what I am. I'm a fake fan. Add it to the tier list yourself. Make your own tier list. Argue with me in the comments. I demand it. I beg of you. Debate. Argue. I beg of you. I demand of you in the comments. Talk to me about why I'm right or wrong. Why you agree, why you disagree. I want to hear. I want to hear from my fellow kombucha mushroom people. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a really fun time making it. I had an excuse to listen to all the System of a Down songs, so great for me. I had a fun time putting together this makeup look. I had a fun time filming it. It's not as serious as my other videos. I hope you enjoyed watching it just as much as I enjoyed creating it. Thank you for watching.
I'll never stop feeling a little madness. Nobody'll judge my little madness.